U.S. sells oil seized from Iran to Venezuela for $40 million.
Here's a summary of the article.
The United States said Thursday that it had sold Iranian oil seized on its way to Venezuela for more than $40 million. Washington announced in August that it had confiscated 1.1 million barrels of petroleum from 4 tankers en route between the two countries, which are both under U.S. sanctions. U.S. courts have ordered Iran's clerical regime to pay damages over attacks, most recently in July when a judge told Tehran to pay $879.1 million over a 1996 bombing in Saudi Arabia that killed 19 U.S. airmen. Iran denies responsibility and states it has no intention of paying, saying the United States should instead compensate for past episodes including its support of Saddam Hussein in the Iran–Iraq War. Venezuela has the world's largest oil reserves, but its economy and infrastructure have collapsed to the point that it suffers blackouts and needs help from Iran, which it pays in gold. President Donald Trump has been seeking to weaken Iran regionally and to remove Venezuela's leftist leader Nicolas Maduro, who shows little sign of leaving soon. Trump in 2018 walked away from a deal brokered by former President Barack Obama under which Iran scaled back its nuclear program drastically in return for sanctions relief.
This post received a score of 25,000, with an upvote ratio of 94%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Wish they'd confiscate the oil from the tanker in the Dominican. That's absolutely about to burst.
I had thought of this too. Seize it on the grounds of averting an ecological Armageddon and use the profits to pay for the disposal.
I don't think you understand how this greatest country in the world thing works, buddy.
Yay, we don't need a reason. Silly me, trying to make excuses.
America always does the right thing after exhausting all other options.
We've tried nothing and we are all out of ideas. Hippie Simpsons. OK, sign 1.
Beatnik.
Why does Venezuela have to purchase oil? I thought they were flush with oil. Asking for a friend.
Things have so totally collapsed there that they can't produce enough for themselves right now.
Too bad they can't go empty that massive tanker that is sinking full of oil. Would that be illegal if they did? They are, and they stopped it sinking.
Good old piracy.
America, China is predatory for giving out infrastructure loans. Also America, we stole your shipment but you can have it back for $40 million.
The article words it poorly, but it's not saying the US sold it to Venezuela. It's only trying to say just that the US seized the oil when it was en route from Iran to Venezuela. Who they sold it to is not mentioned.
Isn't that piracy? Two sovereign nation-made trade that didn't involve USA in any way, but USA used armed forces to steal the goods?
Maybe privateering? Since pirates are stateless enemies of all mankind, while privateers are pirates authorized by a particular government to raid against another particular government. I mean, it's just self-employed vs hired pirates. I'm not gonna thrash my fellow working man for not bowing to corporate entities.
I can see the gig postings now. Ever dreamed of life on the high seas without the fishing? Well, we're hunting whales out here. Authorized by the US government, and funded by the US military, you too can enjoy the pirate life. $17.50 plus benefits starting. Benefits do not exist in international or foreign waters. Could people claim unemployment if they got laid off due to a Venezuelan frigate upgrade?
As if they'd pay that much, lol, more like $17.50 with hazard pay.
Pension if you can make it 30 years.
Would it be called the USR Force?
Piracy with extra steps.
So we're pissing people off for $40 million? We probably spend more than that on napkins for the army in one day.
We're pissing people off to antagonize them so they retaliate before November 3rd.
I hope you are very wrong.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.